here's a quick little video that I'm going to include here for you guys that do not work with layer masks. Well, if you do work with them, maybe not work with them the way that I work with them, to fully help you understand how I use layer mask, how these actions were created with layer mask, and how I process on the processing video when I say reverse the layer mask or Control Alt delete, change the layer mask, etc. If you look over on the layer palette down here, I already have several layer masks. I have a couple curves adjustments, I have a color balance, a couple color balances, and I'll go through what they do real quick. This color balance, if you look at her white dress, it's very small, minute amount of color. It goes from blue without it, and I don't know if you can see this on your screen, blue without it, and it adds a little bit of the yellow. It takes away a little bit of the coldness, adds a little bit of warmth to that color, to the color of her dress. This curves adjustment here obviously darkens the entire image. It brings out contrast in the flowers, it brings out some darkness in the background, it brings out the greens a little bit, and draws your eye as the viewer directly to the couple underneath the umbrella. This curved layer mask is going to give a little pop to their face. See what it's doing? That's without it, that's with it. It brings in a little bit of brightness to your face so their face is not overexposed, but yet still properly lightened, so basically you will see them first, then the green behind you or something. And then I have a color balance, which is real minute. It's basically just giving her a little warmth. She's a little yellowish blue, and so I warmed her up, adding a little red. And then the last one, if you look at the umbrella, she hated brown, she loved pink, and she asked if I could change the umbrella from brown to pink. And that was the request of the bride, and so I was glad to do it for her. This is simply a layer mask that I colored the entire. In fact, we'll do one real quick. I basically just come up here, hit the black and white little yellow circle. Black and white circle come up, and I would want a photo filter. And I'm going to come down to magenta and raise it up. Say OK. We're going to take that other layer mask off. Now what I would do is reverse it, meaning right now, if you notice, the color palette is white over here that I just changed, and this is white. So when I paint with the paintbrush, I'm not doing anything to this image because I have white and I have white over here, so I'm painting white on white, so it's not doing anything. Now if I reverse it, putting black, now I'm removing the layer mask. I'm removing the pink off the layer mask, and if you notice, this is showing the removal. Now only at 64%. If I upped it to 100, that's completely back to the same color that the image was originally for, and now the layer mask is null and void. There's nothing there. If you notice, now it's completely black down here. If I wanted to paint it back, you just go back to white, and now I'm painting that layer mask back on. So if you have white on white, it does nothing. Or for that matter, black on black, it'll do nothing. You have to switch the colors out. You need to make them opposite to remove or add the color. So with that said, let's go ahead and get rid of this layer mask. I'll add this one back in because this is not what I wanted to do. What I want to do is his blacks on his shirt, his tucks are there's hardly any detail. And an easy way to bring up detail in blacks, easy way to bring down the details in white so you don't blow them out, is do a simple curves adjustment layer mask. Go to curves. I'm going to raise this up. Again, I'm not looking at anything in the image. Yeah, she's way overblown, but I'm not paying attention to that. She's way overblown. I'm not paying attention to that. Just looking at his shirt, his tucks. We'll go okay. Now, I don't want the entire image to be overblown like that. I just want to deal with this little area. So now I have two options. I can paint back the original image, all of this area, which just seems a little time consuming, or I'll reverse the layer mask to where I'm dealing not with the white over here, but the black by hitting either control on a PC, control, delete. Now if you notice, that goes back to the original image. The layer mask changed from white to black. If I want to go back on the PC, I hit Alt Delete. So I can go back and forth with the keyboard functions. And that's when I was saying I reverse it in this video. You will hear me say it. I'll reverse the layer mask. So I'm hitting Control Delete or Alt Delete. On a Mac, it's just the one key. So I'm going to start here because this is the image I want. And again, if I'm on black, I'm doing nothing. I can paint all day long and it's not doing anything. So what I want to do is bring back some of these highlights from that layer, from this layer. Oops, hang on. I want to bring back some of this. See the detail in his black? I want to bring some of that detail back, but on this image. So I'll start off here. It's black down here. So to paint that one color, I need to reverse this. And basically, you just paint it back in. If it's too much, here's the great thing about it. Lower the opacity some. Reverse this. Paint some back out. So now you have a little detail in the black. It's not just a straight black outfit there. And so this one little layer mask goes from this to that. This to that. And you can do it all over the image if you'd like, these layer masks.